Okay, so it's the 15th of February. This one's came, a little bit later but than initially expected, but because of that I've got an extra couple of issues, so it all works out. It's coming. Big box. Big box. So yeah, I think this is issues 3, 4 and 5? Maybe 6? I can't remember. I think it's at least 3 issues anyway, rather than just 2. So yeah. And this should have my first... I think it should have my first binder in there, I think. Now let's open it up. Alright, so it must be issues 3 through 6, because this is issue 6. Put it in a box. This is going to be an absolute juggling mess. Okay, this will most likely be my binder, unless that's separate. I don't know. I thought you were meant to get... Let's have a look at the invoice actually. So, thank you for subscribing to the Dalek with the enclosed letter. The amount is $35.97. So that's how much it is for these 4 issues. And that, which, yeah, is about right. Yeah, when do you get the binder then? Unless it goes... Yeah, so none of these come with the binder. Interesting though, all these bits are in boxes. That's issue 4. That's issue 5. I'll put all them issues actually to the side, and we'll start with number 3. So here we go, issue 3. And we'll open this up. I'm not going to use the scissors for this, just because I don't want to risk ripping anything. So I got the magazine and that. You must get the binder later on. I don't know. So weird. I'll have to double check, because you're basically the binders that you get to put the magazines in. The first one is free if you're doing it via subscription, and then it's £9 for each one afterwards, which is bloody ridiculous, for a magazine binder. But I probably will get them just so I can put them all in there. So anyway, this should be the dome, so I'm glad it's in a box actually. In a big box like this, and I actually prefer it to what they were doing with the other bits, because this should just be easy and just open, he says, and it doesn't want to bloody open. Oh, that way, there we go. Oh wow, this is light. This is a lot lighter than I thought actually. So obviously, yeah, this is the tippy top of the dome, and that other bit presumably is the lower part of the dome. I'll put that box down there just in case I need to put things in. What's in? What is... Oh, okay, this is for your free gift. Is this your free gift? This is... So I know you get a tool, like a mini tool kit with it. So we've got a screwdriver there. It's not bad quality actually. It's not bad. Is it magnetic? Have I got anything metal to hand? No, let's put that down for 1 second. We've got a load of little packets here. I'm going to put all of these down in that box, because I don't know what they all are. Right, okay. So, I don't watch the tutorials before this, just so you know. I don't watch anyone else's just because I want to go through it as is. So yeah, so this is 2 separate packs that go together like this. And so like, just to give you a scale of what the size of the dome will actually be. I mean, here's Here's a standard NSD. Look at that. I mean, this could be a bloody saucer. And that for this. Right, let us have a look at the magazine, which has the instructions in there. The back. Ooh. Skipping forward again. Back in. If I wasn't doing this on camera, I'd probably do it a little bit quicker, but I'm doing this on camera and I'm doing it slowly just so if I do go wrong, I can see exactly in the footage and that normally where I go wrong. So this is where we're starting off. And that's what we'll move on to. So, okay, right. Okay, I think, right, so the screwdriver is just included. It's like not one of your free gift things, it's just included. So that's nice that they do include that. Weird that they didn't in the first part, because in the first couple of issues it required a screwdriver anyway. So, yeah, but I had one to hang, thankfully. So fit the upper part to the lower part, which... Why the hell are they... I just noticed in the picture, they're using, like, the biggest set of tweezers I've ever seen to, like, put it on there. Okay. So fit the upper part of the frame for the dome on the top 3F to the lower part 3E. Note the front of the dome, there will be a... Well, it's obvious which bit is the front because, you know, there's a slit through the eye stalk, so... Yeah, and then... After that, I am going to need parts 3G, which is... Okay, so... I'm going to put this box on my lap. This box is going to be handy to keep the parts there, so it's going to be in one of these packets. Yeah, they're all in brown paper bags. So, just a note of what's in there is... Okay, so I think it's this part here. I think I'm going to put them down a second. I'm going to have a look. Is there anything else in this bag? There's another one in this bag, okay. Okay, so I happen to open the right bag and it's these two pieces here that basically you screw together. So I'm going to put them to the side over there, just so I know those are the parts that I'm using. And I've now got to find the screws, which I'm just going to check. There's nothing else in this packet, so I'm going to discard that, put that to the side. This bit of black plastic, so where the eye... Yeah, I am slightly annoyed that the eye doesn't have the ridges and that on there. That packet's empty. It's like opening takeaway packets. This one I think has got the screws in. It's a teeny tiny little one. Yes, it does have screws in. I've just knocked the Dalek onto the floor. Great. Not the Dalek, our Dalek, a toy one. But yeah, just show you teeny tiny screws. And they're all the same size. They're all the same size there, so I'm just going to put them down on there. Right, so start the dome. I don't need tweezers to put these two bits and that together. I mean, who has tweezers that long? I think they're going to show it just to be, you know, in the demonstration, but yeah. I'm trying to juggle this while trying to show it on camera. This is not easy, to be honest, trying to show it on camera, but okay, so I'm going to have to just hold it in place while I put it on there. And that's what it holds together like that. I've got some masking tape if I need it, actually. That actually might be an idea. Put some masking tape on it. We'll see if I need it. We'll see if I do actually need it. So I'll hold it the same way around that they're holding it, which is this way towards you. And it's on each 2 bits. Right, okay, I get you. Don't you worry. So, you put this onto that section here. I think it's easier to do it like this first and then you can line up. And then this section goes onto that bit here with the 3 holes pointing upwards, so it can only go the one way. So there we go. So those bits, so with those pointing down, I'll be able to then screw this onto here, and then, you know, that'll basically give me some wiggle room and time to then screw everything else on. So that all fits on like that now, so that's all fitting together, it's not sliding around. And now I've just got to screw the thing on, which is quite a few screws. Is that going in? Is that going in or not? Doesn't feel like it. No. I've just lost that screw because it just went inside my shirt. There it is. It literally just went inside my shirt. So that screw's not going in there. We'll try the bottom ones. See if it... But the screw doesn't want to go all the way in. Okay, it's definitely going in the bottom ones. I can feel the tension. Okay, so there's one. And it's gone in there. So that one's definitely in, not coming out. And... yes, so that screw does fit in there, just mustn't be making very good contact. Let's try it the other. I mean, I'm glad the screws are the same size. I will say that I am glad all the screws are the same size. Also, I'm just doing this in real time just to show it as it goes. Yeah, I'd say if you are, you know, it's not too late to start getting into the Dalek. Not the episode, but this. There we go, that screw went in perfectly fine. I don't know what was up for the first one. That is slightly raised a little bit. Is it meant to be that, or flush? Or have I not screwed it in enough? I don't know. There's a slight raised little lip there. And I swear it's meant to be flush. What is it? Oh no, if I push it, it goes down a bit. I don't want to break or lose anything here. Like, this is, you know, I hate, you know, the tiny screws and stuff like this. I'm never a fan of this, yeah. But, you know, I'm also making a note to, like, when I can use stuff they give me, I will use that. Though I do have my own, obviously I have my own actual screwdrivers to hand. I'm just using, you know, what they have, just in case if something isn't right, then, you know, it's down to them. But there we go, that's one side in there, so, you know, that's helping it stay firm, nice and firm in there. Don't fall off. Okay. Okay, have I done this wrong? No. Let me have a look. So turn parks upside down so then you can fit the two connecting parks 3G which 3G, 3G, which is those two packs, yeah. Incorrectly fitted. There's a hairline gap between the packs. Okay, so there is meant to be that gap I was talking about there. So it isn't meant to be flush, there is meant to be a hairline gap. Incorrectly fitted between packs. Placed with 4 BP screws. So yeah, I am doing it right. I thought I was doing it. I was questioning because they show 3 screwed in the picture, and I was thinking, are you meant to only screw 3 of the 4 screws in? But no, you are meant to do all 4. It's just showing in the demonstration. I'm assuming there's meant to be a hairline gap there, so I don't know, the actual metal parts can clip in there or something like that. I don't know. We shall find out as we go along. But as I said, yeah, it's not like if you're going to start doing it, you know, if you're still umming and ahhing about it, you know, it's not too late to get into doing this kit, I don't think. But time is bloody ticking, and at least I don't think it's too late. I've got no actual idea. I'll tell you what I do have an idea about though. I'm going to plug my camera in because that battery's waning. So there we go. The dome is screwed and that together, at least with those 2 bits. And then there's more screwing. Screwing around. So on the bottom, bloody butterfingers here. So on the bottom section now. So that bit is okay. So 3H goes on the left, and 3J goes on the right. So it's these 2 bits by the looks of it. Yeah, so it's got to work out which one's which. Okay, so this one's 3G. That goes on the right. We'll do that one first, just since I've got it in my hand. And that slides onto this section here. So that slides onto that section there. And then 3H will slide onto the other section there. So they're both on there now. Where's the rest of me bloody screws gone? There's one. Is there more in here? No, I think there's more in this one actually. There we go, okay. You get 2 packs of screws. It's important to know there, you get 2 packs. Just make sure they're the same ones. There is a different size screw you need to use, but these ones are the same size. There is a pack of EM screws, although they look the same size. That's definitely not there. Okay, so you get 2 packs of the little teeny tiny ones. Are the EM screws any different? I don't know. I don't know if they're any different. There we go, that first one's in there at least. Yeah, I know some people will probably be doing this on a table. I do not have a table, unfortunately. Well, I've got my desk, but that's got my laptop and everything else on it. So, yeah, this would be much easier if I wasn't trying to... Oh, there's actually... Fuck. These are black screws as well. I really hate that because that's if you bloody drop them or they go down the journey in that, they are like good luck trying to find them. It hasn't happened yet. I nearly lost one. I nearly lost another one just now if I wasn't holding the dome against my own leg. But yeah, I actually much prefer if there were silver screws, because they're on the inside anyway. They're on the inside anyway, and that just easier to spot. So, just having a look. Do you leave that top little one free? I'm just checking to see if you need to put a screw in this top little one, or is that for something else? Is that to hold it on? Let's have another read. And that's take apart 3 explode, yep. And 3G. Identifying the parts. Scheme. Screw. Fit over sockets. CA's roost. With 2 BP screws. Right, so I don't put an... So, okay, I'm glad I read that. So you don't put a screw in the very top one. That's it. So that top hole there, you don't put the screw in there. Interesting. I should probably read the... I'm not reading them properly, I'm just kind of guessing ahead because I'm impatient and this is fiddly. Because I'm not patient at all when it comes to stuff like this. I just want to get it done. Plus I'm tired as well. And this is only the first issue. Few other ones I've got to do today. So I think that's everything for that part. So on to number 4 there, which is the 2 connecting parts 3L number 5 and 3K number 4 are fitted across the seam in front of the frame, fixed with 2 BP screws. Okay. So 3L. and 3K, which is these 2 bits, right, so work out which way round they go. And is it this section? Gotta be that section. Gotta be that section there. Right, so that hole's there. Right, so it is definitely that bit there, so... But is it the right one, or is it this one? I think it might be. Yes, okay. So that one there, and that one there. I can't actually see, I'm actually looking through the dome, there's my eyes. But, again with BP screws. Is it from that petrol station? I don't know. I know this isn't particularly interesting, that to look at and watch, but you know, I'm trying to keep it going. And that, but I do want to do this just to show all my mistakes along the way as well, so, you know, whether this is actually relevant, whether actually anyone actually... Let me know if anyone actually tries to follow along with me, because I think it's more of a hassle and that than just look at the instructions yourself. There are better people to do this. But oh well. Regardless. There we go. It's screwed together. We have a dome! Hooray! Are there any more bits to screw? Because there are some screws left. Okay, now we're moving on to the other side of the dome. We do get our first like metal piece. So we're on to step number 5. And it says, check how the outer panel 3B fits on the outside of the frame of the dome. Near the rear's neck section slot. We're screwing the slot that fits. Okay, so basically, so it's asking you to fit 3B. And then the other bit is... Right, okay. So, this has got some weight in it. I'm assuming these are the metal parts here. It's one of them. It is one of them, so there we go. That is metal. Just you know, does have some weight and that to it. It's not quite the right colour though, unfortunately, of the guy. We'll see when it's fully made, but yeah. So this is the other section. So this one goes on this side. So that one goes there like that. And then, presumably this other packet has the other one in, because it's the only one with a bit of weight. Yep. There we go, so they're nicely packaged separately, so they both go in there like that, and have to be screwed in. I see why they're only doing one at a time at the minute. Let me... just check what type of screws. Oh. Alright, so now we're finally using the EM screws, which must be in this last packet. That's the only packet left. I do have 2 extra screws left from the BP ones, actually. Okay, I've swapped the battery in the camera because I think the battery was part of the reason why it was so warm. And that. So that battery isn't that warm, but anyway, swapped it. Right. Time to open this box. Feels weighty. Before I get any of that stuff out, and that before I go, oh, it's a bit annoying, it's a bit of damage to the thing just there, it's peeled away. That is irritating. I'm not... Yeah. Here we go. Instructions. Right. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff here. What? The Dalek insignia is a separate piece? I thought... That's interesting. Why? Why is that a separate piece? Okay. So that's the first thing we do anyway. Which, 4A is like the housing for the eye bit there. And then 4K. Which is, yeah, this video's in 4K. So that bit's alright. Got a little box here of the lights. Oh, that's a dome light. So, well, not. I'm sure it must be the biggest section. Big. Must be this section because it feels the biggest and it's the weightiest. These are plastic lined bags as well. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Wow, that is big. That is big. I do notice though, it's got the little, these are pink silver actually, the little rivet joints. That is a heavy, that's a heavy boy. That is a solid bit of metal. That, like, you know, people may complain about $11.99 per issue, but that's a lot of metal. That's also quite sharp in places. Those are pointy edges. What I think I'll do is I'll put the dome over there for a second. I'm going to separate these into the larger box here. I'm going to put all them in there. And that, just so I've got a bit more space. It's like a pizza box, this. Ooh. Something small and little is it in here. That's the problem with all these being in little brown packets. You don't know what bit is what. No, that is 3 screws in there. There's 3 of these screws. What are they for? Because, put them down there so it's not them. I'm literally just having to open all these packets just because I think this is, yep, there it is. Chair, this is just a piece of plastic, this bit, and this does just click into here, so yeah, a bit of plastic that way around. There we go. We got the insignia in, and you can see it just pokes through just there. So there we go. Wow. I've seen that insignia so many times, but you know, other than an actual prop, never this big. Right, so the next part here is basically literally fitting it on to the dome. And right, so we are going to (3E). What's 3E? 3E and F. Okay, so check how the cowling 4A fits on the dome frame assembly from the previous issue. Sign 4A about anchors. Plans 3D, 3B. Fitted on the issue. Shape tabs. Fit 4A through the dome. Align with screw. Raise screw size. Align with screw. Align with screw holes in 3. Okay, I think that's a really complicated way of saying put this into here. So this should line up and go into here like this. Does it go this way first? Yep, it goes like that, and then okay, it should push against like so. It is taking shape, people. It is like doing that. It just gives it so much more shape, so much more. So obviously it's not going to hold in there fully until it is screwed in there. At the moment, it's just a very bit. It's just a bit of a pressure fit. So I'm hoping the next bit is put the screws in. Yes, it is. Well, I think it is. Oh, okay. So we need the AM screws. Oh god, there's 4 types of screws in this. There's the AP screws, the BP screws, and look at the amount of screws, different types of screws. This is, oh god. Why make all these different and nearly the same? You've got AP ones, BP ones, and AM ones. And then you've got the 4H ones. The 4H ones are the only obvious ones, because they're silver. Right. So I need to find the EM screws, which is those ones. So what I'm basically going to have to do now is basically go looking for screws, and these will be all the screws in these packets here. Oh, they actually say on it. They actually say, okay, that's nice. So I need EM screws. I'm an idiot for not looking at the packet. So those are the correct ones. It actually says on the packet. EM. Right, okay, that makes things so much easier now. Although I will have to make sure to keep them in the packet. That's the thing, I can't just separate them all out. Was there 4 there? How many we got? 5. And how many screws go in there? I think it's 4, so hopefully one of those ones is an extra one. I'm gonna put the packet down over there, and I'm just gonna put them next to the packet, just so I know what ones they are. Right, so we've got to screw it in from the other side, so that one goes through to here. Let's get the screwdriver, put it in. This is going to be a bloody weighty thing, like, by the time it is done. I mean, I know it's light. It is a lightweight metal and that, but it still has a weight to it. Like, that's also the thing you can see with this guy. You know, especially if you're going to put him on a shelf anywhere, like, it's got to be, you know, a really good reinforced shelf, because it is going to be a heavy bugger by the end of it, if you can even find a shelf that'll support it. Because the problem I have is, like, anywhere I think I could put it, like, I thought maybe, initially I thought, oh, I'll clear some space, put it on top of my unit. Can't do that because it will not bloody fit. These two up there are fiddly. These two here are fiddly as hell. The screwdriver is magnetic, but only very slightly. I'm trying to fit this in bloody place, come on. Look at me, I've got my arms up like this, just trying to get this screw to go in the bloody hole and not drop down. Alright, I'll get in enough there. I'll tighten them all up once I've got them all in. This is a fiddly bugger. Like, it really does not want to go into these places. And I know I should have the camera mainly, you know, so you can see this stuff, but unfortunately I'm one person filming this, and if I put the camera in the way like that, I won't be able to see what I'm doing. Fuck's sake, will that screw not go in the fucking hole? Like, it's such a fiddly thing because, I'll show you in a second, but there's pegs. Like, there's slots for other screws and that are sticking out, that are in the bloody way of it. Maybe I should try... I can't try from the other side because I'm left-handed, and I won't be able to bloody see what I'm doing. There we go, once I got it in a bit. Can you see where that is? Look how fucking finicky it is. All these little plastic tab bits here for future screws and that are all sticking out in the way of you actually doing this. At least now I can tighten the other ones up. Tighten that last one up. That one really does not want to go in. It is flush. It is flush to it, yes. That you're having to angle, screw it at an angle. Yeah, there we go. It's in there. That thing is not moving, so good. That was finicky as hell. Just because there was them pegs in the way, you couldn't see what you're bloody doing. Okay, onto a dome light now. We are onto the dome light. Right, so I can put this dome down for a minute. I saw the dome light a second ago, which is in here. Which is in here. Here's the dome light. What's interesting is that this is a separate section on here. Yeah. That actually looks exactly like, you know, that looks more like the Paradigm ones actually without the outer section on there. Just going to get a bit of dust in there, I'm going to get that out. But yeah, I thought this would all be one piece, but no, it's actually two separate sections. That's there's an L on here and there's an L on there, and you have to line up the two L's. And then it'll push in. Wait, the way I had it around before was correct. Where's the fucking holes? There we go, in there like that. It's not even asking us to screw it in yet, because I can put that to one side. Now we need the electronics here at the bottom, so we need parts 4D and 4E. Okay, assuming it's in this little packet. This doesn't actually have any writing on, so I'm just guessing. No, that's the eye assembly. That is the eye assembly bit, which I'll be needing later. So in this little packet, only the screws have writing on them. Okay, this is part of it. I'm hoping the battery kit I got with the eye will also work with testing this bit. Is anything else in there? Nope. Okay, good. Reminds me of them little testers you get at school, those little circuits you had to do, and you had to use the crocodile clips and that with the little light bulb to make the light go on when you connect it to a battery. What's this bit? This is the ball. This is the ball, I need the ball. I need this bit. So here we go, this is to make sure it's all white. And basically you fit this over the top of the LED. Fit 4D and push it. So I've got to push it. There is a little bit of a gap there, so it is meant to push it all the way down. I don't want to break anything. I think that's as down as it's going to go, at least without breaking anything. The problem is that literally the solder bits there are sticking in my fingers and it fucking hurts. It is going down though. So there we go, it's now flush. It is now flush. Ow, that fucking hurt. And now on to step number 6 here. Which is basically place it into there and then we need to screw it in. And we need the AP screws. What were the ones I was just using a second ago? Those were AMs. Okay, so I need APs. Appies. Appy wappies. So, right. Well, first of all, let's put this in place. First of all, so we'll have to line it up. There we go. Oops, that's in there, and there we go. Look at that ball inside there. Just like a proper Dalek. So place that down there for a second. EP screws. Why is the camera going that way a bit? Oh, it's dimmed. It's going to be overheating soon, so I might have to change the battery in a minute to swap it again. Because the problem is the battery heats up. And after a while, blah, 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 blah. It's not really designed to be, like, it's meant to, you know, do short bursts, not extended long bits. How many screws do we need? 2. And there's 4 there. I shall put 2 of them back. Because we only need 2 so far. Right. Okay, I'll put that one on there. Right. What bit am I screwing in? Those 2. Okay. Give me a screwdriver. Problem is, this cable as well is in the way a bit, and it is bloody fragile, that cable. So I've got to be bloody careful with this. With all of it, actually, the amount this thing will end up bloody costing us, you know, over a grand and a half by the end of it. Like 1 screw in that bit, not these silver bits. The silver bits, presumably, that is how it's going to screw, well, into the dome, how it will, because there are no other bits than that to screw in. Also, to the people who say, oh, I'll be, you know, if I was doing a kit and that, I'd be able to do it cheaper. If you can do it cheaper, then prove it. Do it actually cheaper on something of the same scale and quality. In that. And also remember, companies need to make a profit as well. There's a lot of steps along the way. But there we go. There's our dome light. There is our dome light. And pop that down. Oh God, there's a lot more steps in this. Look at all the steps here. There's a lot of steps. Okay, so first it wants to be connect it to the battery tester. I'm going to get the eye out. Where is the battery tester? There it is. Can I leave the eye connected into the battery tester, or have I got to remove that? This way around. No, I can have the eye plugged into the battery tester. I can have it all plugged in. Okay, good. Good, I can have it plugged into the battery tester. So 2 little pegs are on the bottom. So it must be this way in. Yep, right. So this battery tester should... Oh, it flickered. There we go. Don't know if you can see that. It is on and dimming a bit. If I turn this light off, that is not very bright. That is not very bright. I'm hoping the final one will be brighter than that, because that is not very bright, but it does prove it's working. Let's prove that the eye is working by pressing the button. There's the eye. It looks so much brighter on this light. That looks so much brighter than it actually is in real life. But there we go. I'm going to turn the battery tester off. Now, this is a bit of a handful there. I'm going to put them down a second. There we go. So I've done that. And now I've got to disconnect it from there to put it on the dome. And this is the left, the Dalek's left dome light, or the right if you're facing forward from it. So I cut my nails the other day, unfortunately. That will be handy for getting this thing back out. Come here. My God, I don't want to pull it and snap the wires. I do have a pair of tweezers to hand. Just check I haven't broke anything there. Yes, it is still on. That does not want to come out that though. The tweezers are not pulling it. It just... It hasn't moved an inch. It doesn't want to come out of that connector. It's really in there. Come on, out! Oh God, that was painful. Like physically, but also like without breaking. That was painful. Getting that thing out. It really did not want to come out of that tester. You gotta basically put it in there to test it. So this is the left one. It actually has L written on it as well. So feed the wire through the dome. And then you got to line it up with the holes for it. Oh, does it just press on? Oh, this is a bizarre way. So you can see there's tiny holes in it just there. You screw it in from the outside, not the inside. That is bizarre. That is absolutely bizarre. You screw it in from the outside, not the inside. Why? Let's have a look, see what way this goes. Screw fit into the top. That's what I got. I see where it's meant to go, and it's just not wanting to. We've reached an issue, ladies and gentlemen. I am missing a part. I am missing the Allen key, and I have checked all of the packs, all the packets there, and it's in none of them. So yeah, basically, you know, I cannot screw these in. Thankfully, I've got my own screwdriver here, which is an electric one, so, you know, D is saved, basically. But, yeah, that is annoying that it's just not in there. And I have checked. I've checked all of them, and it is in absolutely none of them. So, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it's being misplaced in there. But it is. Bloody hell, that's going a long way down. I will say with an electric screwdriver this is going a lot quicker. Right, so that's just about in. I have given it a little bit of slack just there, just in case I need to adjust anything slightly. Well, that went much quicker than if I was doing it by hand with a manual Allen key. Right. Is that hasn't lined up with that? Okay, there we go. So I just gotta tighten it up a bit. I'll do that bit by hand though. It's just yeah, that was annoying though. That is annoying. I'm hoping you get another Allen key with the other bit. And that, I mean, if not, but yeah, this is why it's useful to have these. I will mention it to Hachette, though, that mine did not come with that. Let me know if yours did or didn't. But it is mentioned there, but there we go. The dome light is completely on. There, it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. It is on, but it is a bit unsightly to have these two screws sticking out a little bit there. I don't know why. Yeah, thought it'd be done from the underside, but there's the wire. It does make it a bit lopsided at the minute. I'll put my screwdriver just in that box for now. Right. You can see there, you know, what I was meant to do in that with it. But at least with that, it's probably also saved us a lot of time. Now, I've got to put the eye in. Eye in there and then put the... Okay, so I've got to now disconnect the eye from the tester board. That was easy. The eye came off dead easy from the tester board. That disconnected incredibly easily. So feed the wires through. And then feed the eye into there. A very short eye so far. And then it is this little plastic section here. That So I fed that onto the eye there, that little plastic bit there. I can't remember what name that part is. It's 4L, that little bit of plastic. And now, oh god, this is going to be fiddly as hell. I need to fit the cog bit on. Right. So this section here, it's because I have the little teeth bit on there, which is nice. Because I have the little grooves on there, so... Now, is there a particular way around this is meant to go? Or doesn't it matter? It doesn't look. So, with that section pointing out, Ah, I see. Okay. Right, okay. Wait, is that meant to be flush? It is meant to be flush. Okay. Is that bit of plastic is not the right way around. There we go. I had the bit of plastic the wrong way. That was helpful. What screws do I need? EP screws. EP. The ones I'd opened earlier, and there was some more in there, so 2 of those. Two of those, and this is where it's going to get very fiddly, people. Hopefully, actually, where I'm risking it right now is actually a brilliant place, actually, for it. Hopefully. Yes, actually. You can't see it, but I'm resting it on my lap in the perfect place to actually do this. He says as he drops a screw. There we go. I wish the screwdriver was a little bit more magnetic than it is. It's only extremely slightly magnetic, which is bloody irritating. Because it keeps dropping the screw. There we go. Okay, so in here I've screwed this little piece of plastic to this bigger piece of plastic. And now this piece of plastic here is basically, there's a little notch just there for the wires to go out of. And then the piece of plastic goes over the... That way, yeah, I'll have to go that way. The piece of plastic goes over the top like that, and then the 4 screws are going to go in. I'm going to stop recording, I'm about to overheat, so I'll turn off for then. Okay, so the only last thing to do is fit that in place there, and it does say it will be fitted at a later stage, but it does mean now, manually, I can lift that thing up and down. Like a real Dalek. The last thing it does mention do, which I will do now, because I do have some to hand, is it recommends... Where is it? What's that? That's the wrong issue I've just been looking at. There we go. It recommends taping down the wires, which... Yeah, I will do now, actually. The dome light wire. Just so it's out of your way. I'm going to do it exactly how the positions that they've done it. So they've put one bit there, one bit there. Come on. Okay, this is not exactly how they've done it, but I can always remove the tape later on. Yeah, I've just put it there like that, just for now. I'll leave the other one loose because they haven't taped that one down. And I think it needs to be loose anyway for later stages, so there we go, that's that. There is that. Now, final issue. No! Oh! I've got two more. Got two more. Bloody hell! I'm only halfway through. I thought I only had one more. Ooh, plastic bag. Another box. Little box. Oh, there's only one piece in here. This will be nice and neat. Oh no, there's 3 bits. There's 3 bits. No, 4 bits including screws. I think this is only screwing in 1 bit, so yeah. Yes, this is a much easier one, so this will be much quicker. God, this one's a little bit banged up. So this one's much easier. Well, God, that issue 4. Bloody long that. 3 and 4 were long. Okay, so we've got another dome, and we need the tester thing again. Wait. Okay, so we don't get a full dome light. Okay. We get this piece of metal on the dome, which I'll put down. Okay, so we don't get the actual dome light. That one gives you the full thing. This one gives you the electronics for it. And there's nothing else in that one. I'm hoping this one comes out of the tester kit easier. So, same thing again with this. Well, this one goes on much easier. There we go. That one went slig right on. It's not quite... Ooh, this one is a little bit raised off the base, the way they've soldered that in. I'm hoping that's alright. Yeah, let's plug it into the tester kit though. So, I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. It is flashing, so that means it works. Can we get it back out? Oh. There we go. Oh, it's still... God, it holds onto this. The dome light's really tight. Like, really, really tight. Yeah. But yeah, I can put that down to one side since that's all tested. So move on to the bit of metal. And there's only one. I think there's only. Let me see. Yeah, there's only one set of screws in this, so this is going to be nice and easy. That's metal. That is. That's metal. Nice bit of metal. Yep. So this is actually going on the side where, put the eye down, this is going on this side where there's no dome light currently. And it is fitting. Oh, this has some marks on it. Look at that, it has some marks. That has some marks on it. I'm not going to attach that actually, that has some marks on. Yeah, that has some actual I don't know how well that's picking up on camera. As I said, there's some actual scratches. I'm going to contact Hachette about that. I'm not going to attach that just now. Because that has some actual scratches on it. So yeah, I'm not gonna attach that just yet, and that's the only other thing to do in this issue. So yeah, I'm not gonna attach that just now. I might ask for a replacement one because I don't want, to assemble it and it be scratched. But yeah, there's some scratches on the metal there. Right, there's a couple there and a couple there, but yeah, they are a couple of scratches. So no. We'll move on to the actual last issue. we'll see how their customer service is as well. But yeah, again, this one's like folded and that. This one's basically finishing off the other side, so we'll see what this one is. By the way, I'm literally just cutting the tape and that's not going through now. Let's have a look at this other piece. Yeah, this is just regular paper. The other ones are plastic lined. But yeah, this one, no marks or anything. So yeah, this one's perfectly fine. That other one had some scratches on it, so yeah, let's see what Hachette see. What am I doing with that box? I need that one. Not even the full dome light, just the plastic bit there. Just so I can do that now. Yeah, they are just... So hopefully we can attach this, because otherwise there won't be a lot to do. Right. So, screws. There they are, EM screws. So, that is the back section here. So that's this section there. But yeah, that is the one advantage of doing this like section by section at least, that, you know, if there is something wrong, and that at least at this stage and that you can swap in that as you go along. But yeah, I'll have to make a note of what part that is as well and email them. There we go. So yeah, this is remarkably easy compared to basically the rest of it, which was a pain in the arse. I don't know what they'll do on this. I don't know whether to attach it for now or not. I'll just leave it. I think I'll just leave it and put it in that box. Just leave it all in that little box there to the side, because the screws are in there as well. But there we go. Don't want to hold it from that plastic rim because I don't want the two to break apart. So as I said, you know, if I had have attached it, that would have... This is what it would have looked like if I had have attached that section. It would have looked like that. Like I said, there are two little marks. I'll try... Fuck. That all fell. That all fucking fell. Great. I can't put anything down. It will literally fucking fall. The whole thing will fall. Because it weighs a ton. But what I was going to do is grab a microfiber cloth and give it a good rub. Now those are just scratches, they're not coming off. unfortunately, yeah, they are just like little scratches, unfortunately, that are just not coming off. That is disappointing. That is disappointing and annoying. I put those extra parts inside here. But yeah, I'm just going to double check there aren't any more steps for it now. Nope. So yeah, it's a bit annoying that one of them is scratched, unfortunately. So yeah, but I'll get in touch with Hachette and that. I mean, that is an advantage, at least, of doing it via subscription, that you can do that. I wouldn't have been able to.